was in Atlanta. Maybe it was for the BET Awards or something like that.
I think it was.
And Coach K was managing Gucci at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he promised me a Gucci interview.
You talking about the first time?
The first time.
The first time. Okay.
With the red couches in that studio, right?
1479.
Right. I remember P was around. He had like the X6 BMW, that white X6 BMW, I think, all tricked out. And I remember Coach K was like, "Listen, I'm gonna get you this Gucci Mane interview, but can you just interview this new group I got called the Migos?" And I'm like, "All right." Like I didn't know anything about them. I remember there was a bunch of dudes like in a room putting CDs together.
Yeah.
You know?
Groundwork,
exactly. And I remember I did the interview, and like I didn't really have much to go off of because it was like, you know, it was kind of thrown to me. And it was their first interview ever, I believe. And Offset was in jail or in prison during this time, so it was just Quavo and Takeoff, right? We did the interview, and the mixtape was already out, and Versace was on that mixtape. And a few days later, it was like Birthday Bash, and that's when they met Drake, and Drake jumped on Versace, and everything just went crazy after that.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, to be fair, like Migos was kind of buzzing in Atlanta, but it was really just Atlanta. Like, it wasn't like national at all at that time. Not to take anything away from Migos.
No, you ain't take, no, you good.
So, during that time, when 2013, were you rapping at all or no?
For sure.
You were?
Toward the end. Probably like when I seen you at the time, I'd probably say P had pulled me to the side around that time. He had pulled me and he pulled Duke to the side and was like, what the hell y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna goddamn keep on following behind people or goddamn get y'all own fucking bag, you know?
Okay.
Every time I'm thinking about some shit I just take that because that shit got me to where I am today a long way, so.
Right, because QC back then was not the QC that you know these days. This was a label that, you know, Coach K and P were trying to get off the ground. Mm-hmm. They were probably losing money during that time. You know, they were putting money into the Migos. Were there any other groups signed at that point?
You talking about at the time that?
Yeah, at that time, 2013.
Fuck no.
It was just Migos.
Migos, me, and Rich the Kid.
Oh, Rich the Kid was on QC.
Yeah.
Was he management or actually signing the label?
It was
signing the label. Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So you said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start rapping." You know, you're starting to see the momentum and everything else like that. You start.
It ain't kind of like I was just all the way green to the. You know what I'm saying? I had a little sang going on. I used to put a little something together. So I kind of was a couple steps ahead of the people who was just like trying to start trying to get behind a fucking microphone, if you understand what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I understand what you're saying though, but I had a step forward.
Okay. And were you Skippa Da Flippa from the beginning or?
For sure.
Okay. And Quavo gave you that name?
For sure.
And what's the meaning behind it?
Still having two on the way. Self-explanatory, kind of.
Okay. Fair enough. So, you're part of QC, and then, like I said, Drake jumps on Versace, and everything starts to change at that point. Mm-hmm. But everyone's focusing on the Migos right now.
There really wasn't nobody else really to focus on.
Right. Well, because are you putting out music at this point or no?
Not for real.
No.
I'm just.
Okay. So when do you start actually putting out music?
Maybe 2014.
Okay, like a year later.
Beginning.
Okay.
Piecing it together.
And what starts to happen when you first start dropping music?
I remember Coach K came to me and told me, "Bro, you only dropped one project and you going on the road by yourself." He said, "I ain't never seen nobody else do no shit like that." So the things that Coach K and Pete tell me to this day, it might goddamn elevate a nigga, but it's like I couldn't even really take the shit in because I had to get. At the time, I was going on the road with the fucking Migos. So if I have a show or something of my own, I gotta branch off. A nigga might call me lame, like, bro, you got But shit, at the same time, nigga was slick, proud of a nigga, because that shit was hard to do. Like, I just came out the blue and goddamn, I dropped one project, I'm Havin, and I was on the fucking road. Like, I was on the road.
Right. So you dropped I'm Havin. Mm-hmm. What was the response to it?
Lovely.
Okay. And the Migos are on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned in other interviews that you were messing with Young Thug at that time as well, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Did you see the potential in Thug in the beginning?
For sure. Him, Long Way.
Pee Wee Long Way.
Quan, Duke, Schoolie, of course.
Okay.
Pause. Can't forget about Hood Rich. Pablo Juan too.
Hood Rich Pablo Juan.
I can't even do that, my boy.
And OG Mako, was he around during that time also?
Mako came around, yeah, like I think like right after that.
Okay.
I think like right after that. But when Joan came in though, it was kind of different. I ain't gonna lie. That boy came in like this year. I swear to God. Shout out to that boy too, because he put me on that little him and Lane swag too. So I got to, you know what I'm saying? It's my boy.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And then Lil Yachty came around.
For sure. And that was my little nigga too, for sure.
Well, you show up on Minnesota.
For sure. I just told you that. That was my little nigga for sure.
Yeah, which was one of his biggest songs.
I just
to
told
this
you
day.
That's my little nigga for sure. Was understood, ain't even got to be explained. It just at the time it just was what the fuck it was.
Yeah. Okay. So this roster is starting to build up.
Sure.
And you're starting to see, more and more stars start to build up, on here. I'm definitely very impressed. Like, for example, like I saw Yachty's whole build up, I mean, it was, I interviewed him and we talked about how, how his whole situation, like, what was that song, One Night? Mm-hmm. How that even blew up was a bit of a fluke, It's like someone made kind of a parody video of it, and then boom, he just took advantage of it and he's still running to this day with it, Amazing.